Welcome back to another episode of Boys from the Bridge. This is the official channel dedicated to yours truly, Chelsea Football Club and football in general. Everything you need to know, everything you want to know. It happens right here, right now. Let's get into it. So, today's video is a preview video to our game against Sevilla, which is happening on Wednesday. This is match week 5 in the Champions League, and it is a huge game for us. We are playing the other team in the group that is tied on the same amount of points as we are. We are currently first in the group on 10 points, and we have an 8-goal difference. Sevilla are also on 10 points, and they have a 3-goal difference. Both Chelsea and Sevilla both came back to score late goals in the Champions League last week. So this is a huge game for both teams to top the group, and it is vital for both teams not to lose. Now, we just played Tottenham on the weekend. Wasn't the best of games. We really should have won, in my opinion. Giroud should have started in front of Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham did miss some opportunities that I believe Giroud would have scored. Tammy, though, has been exceptional this season, so not going to give him too much stick, but I still think Giroud would have buried those chances, as he's definitely better in the air than Tammy Abraham. There are some things that we're going to be talking about this game. I am going to be doing a predicted lineup for this game, saying all the players that I believe should start in order to get the job done in Spain. I'll also be going over some team news, latest injuries, and giving a score prediction. So stay tuned, as there's lots to talk about and it is a very exciting video. Before I get into it, I'd really appreciate it if you could please hit the like and subscribe button for this video so you can catch all my videos as soon as I release them. Recently, I haven't been able to post as many videos as I used to due to the fact that I have been very busy. But I am really going to try to post more videos, be more consistent, so you can get all my videos before and after each match, doing a preview and then a review looking at the highlights and the lowlights of the game. Thank goodness we don't have any injury news for this game. Everyone will be fresh for this game. No one seems to be injured. However, we did play a very hectic game on Sunday, so I am expecting our players to be a bit fatigued for the game on Wednesday, as we don't have much of a gap. Sevilla played on Saturday, so they do get an extra day's rest, but I am still very confident that we will get the job done in Spain. We have already qualified with 2 games to go, with the likes of Krasnodar and Rennes have not qualified for the next stage. I am delighted about this. However, finishing top is very important, so we can progress far in the Champions League this season. If we finish second, we potentially are going to get some better opponents. So first is always the aim. I believe that whoever wins this game can potentially win the group. However, you don't know what could happen. Krasnodar has given Sevilla some problems. Also, the likes of Rennes could play very well like they did against us and make it very hard for us to score a goal. Giroud scored a late goal for us to win that game, which was very important. So I'm expecting them, I know they're going to be disappointed they haven't got into the next round, but I still back them to give Sevilla a hard time. So, my prediction for this game is not going to be too many goals. I'm hoping there's going to be goals. As you know, the more goals, the more exciting the game is. Obviously, I want the goals to be for Chelsea. I do think Sevilla potentially will score a goal, but I think Chelsea will do it and get a 2-1 victory in Spain. This will make us top of the group, 1 game remaining, and put us in a very good position to win the group. The likes of Havertz and Pulisic was seen in the game against Tottenham on Saturday, so it is fantastic news to see both those players back in action. I know Pulisic has been injured now for quite a long time. His reoccurring injuries has been a bit of a problem for Chelsea, but fingers crossed he won't be getting injured anytime soon again and will have a very successful season. The likes of Havertz was sick with the virus, so it's understandable that his fitness isn't up to scratch. I don't believe, though, that these players will start against Sevilla. It is such a big game, and these players really aren't as sharp and as fit as they potentially could be. I'll be going through this team now. I am, however, quite disappointed that Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't even get onto the bench on the game against Tottenham. He's played extremely well in the last few weeks. He scored a very good goal against Rennes. So I am disappointed to see this, However, he does have a lot of competition in those positions, such as now Werner's playing right-hand side, so it's going to be difficult for him. Pulisic is also coming back now. You've got Hakim Ziyech on that other side, so it is going to be difficult for him, but I believe if he keeps training hard in practice, he'll get more opportunities. If he keeps showing his exceptional talent, he keeps scoring goals and impressing, he will get a start in the team, and I really would like Callum Hudson-Odoi to get a start in the team. Although, we have so many amazing players, I wish we could potentially play with 15, but it is very hard for Frank Lampard to choose from. So, without further ado, let's get into the starting team. I believe for this game against Sevilla, we are going to be playing a 4-3-3 formation. This formation has served us very well in the last few weeks. It allows us to attack very well and also defend as a unit. So this 4-3-3 formation will be used against Sevilla. Sevilla are a very good team at passing, playing the ball in wide positions and crossing it in. So this 4-3-3 position will really allow us to put a lot of pressure on the Sevilla players, not giving them that many opportunities, close them down, and also interrupt how they like to play. They love to play quick football, and we don't want them to play quick football. So this 4-3-3 position, so this 4-3-3 formation is going to be the best formation for us to play. In goals, the likes of Caballero and Kepa are both fit. However, this is such a huge game that Mendy will stay here. Mendy has been immense this season, probably our standout signing, in my opinion, keeping a lot of clean sheets, not allowing anything to pass him at any given time. So Mendy will start in the goals. Alongside of him, on the right-hand side, be no other than Reece James, as Piliqueta could potentially fall into this position, but Reece James has been rested recently. He did play on the weekend, so I think he'll be eager to play on the right-hand side, providing width for Chelsea and providing those killer balls to the striker. Next to him will be Kurt Zouma. Kurt Zouma has been sensational this season. Thiago Silva has really made him a better player. So I think Kurt Zouma will be alongside Reece James. And on the other side, I am putting Thiago Silva. He didn't play last week in the Champions League, but he did play on Saturday. So I hope he's not going to be too tired. But Thiago Silva's role in this team is very important. We could play the likes of Rudiger. We don't want to tire out Thiago Silva this much. But this is the most important game in the Champions League that we've had this season so far. So I think that we really need our strongest team. And then next week, potentially, we can play a lighter team when we go and play against Krasnodar at Stamford Bridge, allowing some of our players to rest as we have an extremely hard run of games and we're hoping to win as many as possible. Next to Thiago Silva is going to be Ben Chilwell. Now, Ben Chilwell was very good against Tottenham. He didn't have the best of games in midweek against Rennes, but I'm sure he's going to be wanting to play extremely well against Sevilla, keep that momentum going and provide width like the likes of Reece James. In front of him is a player now that is playing like he did when he first joined Chelsea. This player is N'Golo Kante. He has been exceptional this season. It's the best I've seen from him in a long time. Had a bit of a shaky start, but he's playing extremely well now and he's so important to Chelsea keeping those clean sheets and transitioning into attack. We've seen this against Tottenham. He was very important about closing down the space for the likes of Kane and Son. He did this very well. So I think he's going to be very important for not allowing the Sevilla players too much space. Next to him, I think the likes of Kovacic will be playing. Jorginho has been preferred in recent weeks. However, Kovacic has actually started the last few games. He really deserves to carry on starting as I think he's a class above Jorginho. He provides something different. He's a better dribbler, better on the ball, but Jorginho is obviously better at assisting, providing those killer balls. But I think Kovacic is going to be important as he's also a better defender. For that central attacking midfield role, Mason Mount has been exceptional this season and for England. I know he's gotten a lot of stick from fans, but I think Mason Mount's contribution in each game has been sensational. He gives 110% every single game. He runs around all over the pitch. He really tries his hardest. With the likes of Kai Havertz now coming back from illness, I think it's a bit too soon for Kai, so Mason Mount is going to stay in that position. So far, basically, this is the same team we played against Tottenham, but I think this is a very good team and it really is going to get the job done in Spain. On that left wing hand position, Timo Werner is going to be coming in. He does love to play through the middle, but with Christian Pulisic still getting back to full fitness, this allows Timo Werner to carry on playing on the wing. He actually scored a very good goal that was offside, unfortunately, against Tottenham, but his pace will cause Sevilla a lot of problems, and I look forward to seeing how he's going to play against. Leading the line, Giroud has been very good when he's come off the bench recently for Chelsea, but I think Frank Lampard is going to stick with Tammy Abraham. I would love to see Giroud start, but I think Tammy Abraham does offer something different to Giroud, and it could be very important to Chelsea winning this game. If we need Giroud in the 60th minute mark and things aren't really working out, he can come off the bench and really cause some damage. On the opposite wing, I am going to be putting Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech has been very good for Chelsea since he signed. He hasn't had the best of games recently though, kind of slacked off how he was in his first few games. But now I'm sure he's looking to get back to his best and really provide some killer balls against Sevilla so we can beat them. This is a very big game for us and I am very excited about the prospect of beating them. I have chosen 3 players on the bench that I believe are going to have a big impact on the game, and it's also a big opportunity for them to get back into the team. The likes of Christian Pulisic, like I said before, is coming back from injury. He's going to really want that left-hand position back as he loves cutting back on his favoured right foot. This will allow Timo Werner to be up front, and Tammy Abraham sadly will struggle to get back into the team. Kai Havertz is going to want to play in Mason Mount's position. Mason Mount has been exceptional this season, so they are going to have a battle. I think Kai Havertz is going to find it difficult to get back into this team. Chelsea have actually looked better without Kai Havertz in the team recently, so it's going to be interesting to see how he fights back into this team. Giroud has been immense when he's come off the bench. He scored that extremely important goal in midweek when we played Rennes. So I think Giroud is really going to come off the bench around the 60th minute mark and give Sevilla something different to think about, which is going to be in Chelsea's favour. I have put in a blue flame around only 3 of the players that I think are really going to stand out. It's easy to put a blue flame around every single player in this Chelsea team, as I think every player really needs to impress in this game in order for us to win. But 3 players that I think are really going to stand out is Hakim Ziyech, providing those killer balls into the box for the likes of Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham. Mason Mount, his work rate, getting forward and getting back, winning the ball and distributing it forward. And the likes of Mendy, who's going to be immense in goals, communicating to his back line and trying to keep another clean sheet. So this has been my preview video to our game against Sevilla. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm extremely excited about this. I really have a good feeling that we're going to get the job done in Spain. I hope all our players keep fit, injury-free, corona-free, and we get the job done in some style. Our next game is on the weekend when we play Leeds. Huge derby for us. So I'll be making a preview video to that game. I hope you all keep well. Till my next video, see you later.